I guess what I'll talk about is the reactivation of Alpha Chapter. I went to the University of Illinois starting in 1953, and there was a Guantanamo house, a Lutheran house, mainly Lutherans anyhow, and it was independent, what we call an independent house. And my cousin had attended, he's older than I, and he had attended the University of Illinois, in fact was still there when I decided to go there. And he was living in Guantanamo house, so, and it was mainly a house of Lutherans. And so I thought, well, that's a good idea, and I moved into it and enjoyed it. But then I guess it was probably my sophomore year, a fellow by the name of John Hinks, I guess you probably most of you know John Hinks. Well, John Hinks, who's from Purdue, had heard about a Lutheran group of boys that were living together at a home or a house in the University of Illinois. So he found out about who it was and where we were located. And he came over one day and talked to us about reactivating Alpha Chapter. So there was not full enthusiasm, I might say, in the house about that idea, because some of the fellows that lived there were what you call GDI. Yeah, I think you know what that is. And they were not too enthused about becoming and getting involved in a fraternity. So anyhow, we talked it over, and fortunately, it turned out I was president at the time. Turned out that the majority did think that was a good idea. And so we did reactivate Alpha Chapter, and of course I'm proud of that, and I'm certainly proud of the success that the chapters had, and certainly hope that that continues, and I'm sure it will. So anyhow, we were not, as a fraternity, we were a small fraternity, and so the intramural was an important thing, maybe more important than going to school, I'm not sure, but I think for some of it was. And so we got involved in the intramural sports, and of course there was what you might call a large school intramural sports group, which would be, Chi Beta Phi and things like that, and Tri-Six and what have you. And then there were the smaller fraternities who were in the group that we were in. And so we actually did pretty well. We were considering our ties and so forth. We did pretty darn well in touch football and baseball, especially baseball. And so that's kind of the history of my experience at the University of Illinois. I'm fortunate to have my son Brian, who I don't know that I motivated him to do it, or he just decided that was a good place to go. But in any case, Brian attended there and graduated, did quite well. And so I'm proud of I'm grateful, I should say, not proud, I'm grateful for my experiences with the Beta Sigma Psi. It's a wonderful society. It certainly helped me, I think, go from what you might call not childhood, but what you would call junior college or junior to senior college. It helped me with my personality and my outlook on life. And I think that's one of the real important things for Beta Sigma Psi to continue to do, and that is when boys come in from small towns and large towns, but it's the first time they're kind of exposed to being on their own. And so I think to have a Lutheran fraternity, which has the principles of Christian fellowship, to have that as a kind of an anchor or help to adjust from being a high school boy to going and being a college student. I think that Beta Sigma Psi has done a lot to help that progress. And that's, I guess, all I want to say.